on the T side of this map, but he's out in the yard. Once he gets the AK, who from EG is going to be able to stop him? Most teams, even world-class teams, will sometimes or very often lose an entire nuke map just to niko running wild in the yard. And at the present moment, EG, they don't look like they have the firepower at all to see if they can stem the tide. But we'll see. It's a little bit of a slow start here as they are expecting maybe someone to be there. Want to put the P250 use at range. We'll see if he can find a headshot here against George, who's trying to make himself hard to find. There's a couple of shots ringing out, and niko will open it up.
Well, that's the way to kick things off. Outside pressure yields an opening frag, and xantares controlling that lobby. Good for a trade. This is an important frag now. JKS comes out on top. Good for a couple, and indeed picks up the round there. Didn't have to break much of a sweat. G2 with a couple of outside smokes. The flashbang to peek towards heaven, and the P250 doing its job, finding that opening kill. Forces out a reaction from EG. They try to take lobby control, but xantares waiting for them. JKS as well, patrolling the flanks. And a pretty convincing finish here. niko, it just seemed like he knew that shot was going to connect eventually. Set the tone as to whether they can stand a chance here. Lovely shot to open things up.
That one connects. That looks so crisp. Well done. 4 versus 5. xantares trying to take over the ramp on his own. And he's actually making ways down below. That could put some pressure on automatic, who's all the way on the other side looking to step up secret. But eventually, either somebody has to get down the vent, or automatic has to come back and do a little bit of work, because having xantares down there is just uncomfortable, isn't it? 4 versus 5. And actually, he's going to go back and check. He's not quite sure. Bomb is making its way back towards the lobby, so might just join up with xantares after a long wait.
Yeah, it would make sense. Go for a lower execution of sorts. It's the only part of the map that's under their remits. Might as well see if they get a bomb planted here. Junior doesn't want to overstep the mark. Throws a smoke up to his teammate. It's a little bit awkward, but he gets it in the end.
Yeah, they're really trusting in their system here, EG. They're saying, we're not going to rotate anyone else down. Obviously, for xantares to make it forward, he has to open the door, shoot out the windows. They know that he hasn't done that, but still, you're giving them a lot of chances here to get a bomb plant in a 4-on-5. Now, automatic is at least being joined. 2 more down the vent, and they're going to know bomb being planted on the other side with just 23 seconds left. But this retake will not necessarily be easy either.
Certainly not, Anders. They've done very well to get this clean plant down. Automatic will bring it back to a 5-on-3. Huge advantage here, but a lot of work to be done.
There's a Molotov still on JKS. If he doesn't die here, he could win the whole round from this position. Oh, nice find. Walker's going to be able to pick it up. Bit of a crossfire. Leaves Modesty 1 versus 4, and he is hunted down. They have kits and everything else. An overall fine job on the retake, and maybe proving that they should have trusted in that position in the beginning. They knew they'd given up ramp, and they were happy to just hold outside and hold everywhere else.
Well, there we have it. It all started with this wonderful shot there. Walker was showing how favorable it can be to have the AK-47 on the CT side, saving that weapon over, have the potential of the one-tap. And
that would have been a nightmare if they actually would have turned the corner against him. He still might be in a little bit of trouble, but actually, look at this. Instead of using the wall to go down secret, they're going to go and investigate into the garage, and that does make it a bit interesting. 5th round, automatic. A little bit out in the open. This is dangerous. And the spray not going to be working out in his favor. Junior has no idea. He'd never suspected that they were that deep in on the map.
And why would he? Automatic, playing a dangerous game outside. Arguably should have been his kill. The timing looked to be in his favor. But a 5-on-3. Not a complete death sentence here. They can still maybe recover this round. It's not looking good. 45 seconds. Hunter holding towards garage. In terms of the upper hold, we've got George at the CT vent. Hex in the rafters, who could be under some scrutiny here. It's xantares looking to take him down first, and that should be a... Once you've been discovered like that, even if you got one, you're going to be traded out. George, great effort. About all he was worth. And just a formality here, coming up the ladder. niko finds that final frag, 4-1. And they keep 3 players alive as well. Fortunately, EG managing to...
Tapped by niko or somebody else is very hard to actually get into the round. So we'll see if they have a plan. I mean, 4-1. It's remember, it was a 10-0 on Inferno to begin with?
It was 10-0.
So just seeing EG a little bit more on the board, I think it's good.
So we've got Hooksy. He's down lower already. Now that makes things very uncomfortable. I don't think they'll even go down towards lower. They're just trying to force a rotation, which has happened, and attack the upper bomb side. Hooksy will actually open things up, and it's Hex to mow them down. Double kill towards the squeaky door position. He hasn't done yet. Hat-trick in total, leaving niko in a 3 versus 1 now. We all know how powerful niko can be in these sort of positions. Goes to the fake plant, and no one strikes. Slows it right down here.
With this much time left, he could be dangerous, but a nice position. Huge off angle, hard to clear, even though it looked like he had the crosshair in the right position. Yeah, and, you know, smart. I'm happy to see that nobody from EG was rushing up on that fake plant. Like, there's no real stress on them. That's the kind of protocol you like to see, because no reason to give niko the opening. Hex, though, what a round. 3 kills.
Huge.
First one was a bit easier. It was low.
What do they do with it now? 3 players for G2 down in towards lower. niko already patrolling the vents. They've got the in-game leader ready and waiting with the AK-47. Does he just open the door, surrounders?
Huge shot from Junior on the other side. That's going to help out a little bit, but they're going to be careful Walker doesn't get shot in the back. It's not that far away. The silo, I think, helping him out for the minute, and Hex will find a kill. This defense, it's once again coming together nicely. Hunter's going to get shot down. EG about to find a 3rd round here.
Yeah, this is actually a very nice response. The lower take attempted once more. Little, they had every advantage going in their favor as well, but not out of the woods just yet. Modesty will pull a frag back. That's automatic found, and we've got JKS elsewhere towards upper. He was trying to backstab him towards the upper bomb side. Doesn't happen. And that should be the final frag for George. No problem. 2 in a row for EG as they bring themselves 1 step closer to tying things up. 4-3. Money actually broken now on the G2 side. So with $2,000 per player, it's not even a half buy. This is a full eco territory. It was Junior, as you mentioned, getting the info. They had tried to drop down lower once again. He was ready on the rotations here. JKS shut down. Great awareness, good finish. He will retreat towards the squeaky room.
And George, I think, burning alive. It took a bit of damage, unfortunately. Still a 5-on-5. Well, look at this little adventure.
George,
Junior, I don't think they're ready for it. Modesty, is he going to get caught? Hunter instead with a nade in hand, and that's not what they were looking for. G2, an early casualty here.
Liking this. EG are looking quite dangerous. Quite active. You can see G2 had their feathers ruffled somewhat. Outside for now. 1 minute on the clock. JKS still towards that squeaky door. Always a nuisance.
Yeah, he is hunting for something. niko. Just try and sandwich him in with JKS on the other side. See if there's going to be a way to set that up. JKS does have a flashbang, but I don't know if you want to try and throw it in there. Seems very, very risky to attempt. Automatic, double spray down. Pistol comes out. Finally, JKS gets put into the mix, but there's only 25 seconds. It's a shutdown here. Walker going to get the last kill. They are up.
To round 13 here. Junior has been excellent. Putting on a bit of a masterclass in the AWP. Very active, aggressive, and continues to find shots here. Takes out niko to open things up, but not before he can find automatic, so it's still an even 4-on-4. Oh, huge gap.
Yeah, there really is. Oh, but he was just unscoped and he misses the follow-up. That needs to be a kill every single time. At least they're going to get the information, but could have easily been a 4 versus 3. Still thinking about this B bomb side, but I feel like even when they get down there, G2, and get the bomb plant, EG are proving that their rotations to the B bomb side are good and quick, and their retakes are pretty good. I don't know if it's the more likely option at the moment. Now you got all this outside control. That probably can manufacture a round.
CT's now realizing it's probably not going to be a lower attack. Starting to push through secret. Monity aware of that prospect. It's got a nice position to deal with this. That's if they commit, though. They might just hold the steps.
It looks like they want to keep going. They really want to find out. Patient play. There's only 34 seconds as Monasty's getting that kill, so hard for Monty to stick around and actually just watch that angle. And I got this, the bomb, it drops down as well. Hexty knows he's going to be sneaking right up the ladder. And Hooksy, he's down and out. Hex with the finish, but obviously the bomb being dropped out there. Walker getting the other 2 kills. That's huge, and that's 9-4. It's a 5-round lead for EG.
after being down 10-0 on the opening map of Inferno. This is pretty remarkable. Hats off to EG. A great team performance here. Walco with the stroke of genius. Modesty was even expecting a second player there. He drops the Molotov. Lurking outside this squeaky door. Player will drop down towards the fence next to him. And obviously aware of the possibility of Justin's position. Gonna check it out now, but beats him to the punch. George has been removed from the equation. That might be the cue to enter the upper bomb side right here, right now.
Important shot for Junior to try and help out his teammate down below. Next, yeah, he's going to get that M4 out in time. This is looking so good. Modesty getting shot at the back. It's automatic with a double, leaving niko. And we've said it a couple of times that he could do these, but he hasn't really ever got off the ground. Every time in these 1vx scenarios, niko is just getting bodied by the first player that comes his way. Be one hell of a clutch if he could. 1 versus 4, and he gets the first, gets him going. Does EG that seem to be one of the, if not the weakest team in the tournament, so I'm sure they would love to close this, make it a 2-0 victory. And so far, so good. Junior with the opening. JKS gonna get traded as well. That's what you like to see. EG, if they can win this pistol round, they actually could go a really long way.
I think they've already won it. It's the bomb's going down. They've got the man advantage. It comes down to this frag, really, and it's automatic. That picks it up, no problem whatsoever. niko and Hooksy, I don't even think you go for it. You might just be saving Kevlar.
Yeah, they are not maneuvering anywhere near any bomb sites here. No kit for any wild defusers either, in case someone was thinking about it. Gonna be a full cleanup. Only Hexed going down, and 11-5. I'm really curious. I'm so curious about the mental state of G2. Are they still fine with it? Do they recognize that there's a whole third map? Is it all good? Or are they beginning to tilt? That tilt is... Can bring down... Bootstrap this kind of a game and just get back on top. Like, get excited about everything again. That you have some of the most impressive players in the game on this lineup. You absolutely should be able to find a way to have more of an impact. You see why with a shot like that from Modesty. Great flick. Can he get some backup? I think he can indeed. niko's going to be taking down George, who I think was trying to jump on top, but he gets automatic up on top of the hut as well, or the silo. So that's it. That should be the source of always having a dangerous G2, right? This should always be like this.
Well, that's a much more compelling round for them. Modesty taking matters into his own hands. A flash outside, get towards T-Red. Finds the opening frag. They try and encroach on his position, but he's got the bodyguard of niko mowing down multiple members towards that silo position as well. And that's round over. They might as well see if they can make it expensive. Just get under the skin further of G2. Bleed out the clock. See if anyone will overstep the mark. But we're going to have a long way ahead of us because G2 can't really justify hunting right now. They don't have any money whatsoever.
Yeah, they're just going to be relaxing. Good start.
The second kill must have been nice. Yeah, good little flick up.
Just the awareness of knowing. I always think of those two things.
They've looked good, to be honest. But yeah, you are right. This is alarming for G2. One of the few teams that didn't make a roster change during roster mania. And Junior once again getting the best of Modesty here. Opening pick for him.
And a great bait.
Yeah.
He just showed the shoulder of one of his teammates. They know that he wants to swing for it. And they're ready. It doesn't even take that much. Okay. Not that much money in the bank of G2. They have to keep this alive. If they're dreaming of the comeback to deny the third map, they got to keep this going right now. niko putting a little bit of pressure. It's JKS on the other side to find Walco, and automatic is practically dead. He's trying his best with the AK. He's going to get taken down, and it's back into a 3-on-3 at the very least.
It's on a knife's edge, though. EG can definitely win this round, and that would be 14-6. Potentially the map. As Junior has looked red hot in these last few rounds, smoking off towards main. Taking some vision away. Segregating his CT defense. It's Hunter. He will have to play alone now towards that garage position. The bomb's actually in towards ramp. So maybe a lower finish here with Junior going down secret steps.
Hooksy actually already went down the vent, so at least he's going to be near enough by to hear what's going on down there. And now they're going to definitely know Hooksy, right time, right place. Just needs the first kill. Nice dink onto Junior. Will put him at a little bit more of a defensive position. Just 10 seconds left here. And Hooksy sneaking in. The spray is good. The smoke is up, but still, he's cleared a little bit of a path to get back into it. Junior's going to get caught on the other side. And now it's George. 1 versus 2 here. This would be a fantastic clutch for him if he can actually do it. He's just got the Galil and is sneaking back towards the right. I don't think they realize this. He might have slipped the net here, Henry.
Maybe. He has no utility, but he's got a headshot available to him. Hooksy will be dropped first, and a 1v1 ensues. JKS up against him now. No kit available. Has to go for the clean kill here. Touches the bomb. You can see this is very difficult. Agonizing for JKS. Does he have it? I don't think he does. I don't think he does, Anders.
George, yeah, he was frustrated.
You can see, yeah, he had to work really hard for that. They haven't had many individual highlights of this event. They haven't won many rounds, so sure, not the prettiest finish, not the heroic way you like to close things out and get the headshot, but you win the round. You managed to win out in a massive clutch, and as I said, if they win that round, it's 14-6. That could break the back of G2, and Hooksy, he's had a really rough game to say the least there. He gets his 3rd kill. He gets a player that wasn't planting, though, and he actually makes...
It's going to really soften him up on the other side. Okay. Niko was very flashed in that moment, but he did a fine job anyway. I think you also saw, I think he got the kill and he was looking at his teammate's monitor, which is always a nice feature of being on LAN. You can confirm whether or not you got the kill even if you're flashed by just looking. You don't have to ask a teammate.
Feature of LAN, yeah.
Yeah.
Last update, they brought that in for us.
People forget sometimes, you know? You're used to playing Counter-Strike online at home. You didn't even think about him. I don't know. I rarely play Counter-Strike on LAN, obviously, but the difference in 1.6 between LAN and online was astronomical.
Oh, yeah.
It
still is. Like ping, we don't even really kind of talk about online results.
True.
With much high regard, right? Like it's kind of just something that has to happen sometimes. But regardless, we are on LAN. EG back to the wall here in this particular round. 4 players waiting towards the squeaky door. Big grenade lands at their front door. And will be Hooksy mowing them down. Finding some success here. All that's left to be done is try and plant the bomb towards lower. And I dare say he's probably done enough, but looking for the kill instead. Monacy will be waiting for him. So another successful round there for G2. They deny map point. 4 of them will survive into the next. And the money's pretty broken for EG. So still a lot of work to be done, but denying at least map point for now. Hooksy with a much better showing here. Double kill. Probably his first multi-frag into the map.
If you're EG, the goal must be to end this, and they can actually see this one through. Automatic and George both dropping quite low at the start of this round. Still a 5-1-5. Junior thinking about coming back out for it. That's risky. They have the bomb down here towards Secret, so looks like G2 are kind of starting to think about rotating down. There's still a minute on the clock now. We'll see if EG can come up with a plan to infiltrate one or the other bomb site. I don't think they've made up their minds yet. I don't think they know for sure. Even though if 3 of them are down, they could still go back up the vent even if they wanted to. You can see they're tiptoeing around here. Oh. What a position, given what they're doing.
Here we go. On a knife's edge, lots of damage received, but some positional control. But speaking of which, niko will strike from CT spawn. Finds automatic, and with 20 seconds remaining, this looks like a desperate attempt down towards lower. JKS not expecting it, though. First kill found, and this one could fall apart once again. Can they close it out here?
Oh, missed shot. No chance for the no-scope either. 10 seconds. The Warthog controlling the rotation. niko gets a shot on one, but the bomb, it is planted. They're going to find Walker up there, and Hex goes down. So George and Junior, 2 versus 3. But with a bomb plant, double orb as well. niko burns almost all the way down. How did he drop so low? Against the orbit might not even make a difference, but still, how do you find this? They're both set up on the same side. Will you check for both, or will you kill one and forget the other? That's the big question right now for G2. They might realize niko with a shot, and they see the feet. They know Junior's there, and I think they can lock him out. I don't think you can stop this any longer. They're already on the defuse. Great retake. niko with the quad kill. He'll keep the dream alive for them a little while longer.
All the nightmare Anders, considering how uncomfortable they've looked in the last few rounds, and G2 just about making that one work. It took some great positioning there from niko, but he gets the job done. The lion's share of the frags fall in his favor. Junior and the 1 versus 3 had a slight chance of winning it, but no, completely denied. And we get it to round number 27 here. 4 in a row now require for G2 for overtime. But no, yeah, this is a game where one of the world's best rivals at 35 and he still might lose. Yeah. That says a lot about the team, doesn't it? Just like what's going on here.
It really does.
Oh, he's gone. They found him.
They throw the grenades, they throw the flashbangs, and they send automatic out to hunt him down. Is that enough to win the map?
Well, after Complexity were knocked out of the tournament yesterday, we thought the hopes and dreams of North America were done, Anders. But who would have thought a plucky team named Evil Geniuses will be the first to take a map off the European representation here? Yeah. EG 15-13, 5-on-4. And they found the all-important kill of the danger man himself, niko, removed from the equation with 35 kills to his name.
They're bringing the bomb down lower. 30 seconds. I don't think they're going to change their minds here. Automatic going to be found. That actually might throw them off a little bit. No, they're going to realize 20 seconds as they start to get back down. 3 already down below. xantares up on top, but he's going to join them momentarily. But it will be a bomb plant, Henry, and it will be a 4-on-4 in the after plan. Maybe a quick kill here. If there is a chance with the... Oh, the smoke is up, so honestly, he can't even see anything at all.
This is a difficult retake. He might even favor EG here. Could be the final round. 4-on-4, Hooks to lead the charge, closes the door, there is a hole in it. George trying to capitalize, and I think they've done enough here, Anders. They might be taking us to a third map. Hexed on top of the bomb site. Raining down bullets from above, 2 versus 1. Hunter with no HP. No time. Looking to win the round. We've got a defuse kit for Walker and the smoke as well, which has been a massive part of this tournament, Anders. The smoke defuse kit combo. As we boost the player up, will be the aforementioned Hexed. Julie's in hand.
Glad you pointed out, Henry, with the size. Something for people at home to really watch for, because especially in these pistol rounds, sometimes you don't even need the kills. You can just get the defuse. Sneaking through the middle is niko. He's got the P250. He is a menace with this particular gun. So if he can find just one clean opening here, it could set everything up, but it's automatic. It goes the other way. He picks him up, looking for a second. It's Hunter down next. This is a disaster for G2. And Hex just sneaking in behind the flash. They've been shut down across the board.
Can you believe it? You can't ask for much more than that. Clean as you like. Automatic with 2 stunning frags. Hex holds strong towards B. They've got themselves a 5-on-2. Automatic with full mid control as well. They've not taken any damage yet, Anders. This is beautiful. JKS, Hooksy. Bomb available. A plan would be a victory at this stage. If they can even get the C4 down, some might consider that a win. And they are heading towards a correct position to do so.
Did Automatic not hit him in the middle? He's a little bit far back. I thought maybe he would have heard the running in T-spawn, but no one's moving, so
that's
I don't think they realize.
Guaranteed, potentially, yeah. So that's something. Maybe a bit more.
Surely not. No way. Glocks inside of the bomb site in a 2 versus 5 with almost nothing, well, nothing at all to work with. This should never be happening. You should lose this round every single time. Now, they are grouped up. I do like that part of it. And a little bit of a slow start here with the Glocks. They're not connecting. They need the headshots, and they need to be a lot quicker with it. Otherwise, they're going to get just chipped away at. They're already very low on health here. And remember, there is that kit in play, so it's going to be quick. And it will be automatic with the triple at the end of it. And EG to win the pistol.
With the plant down, though, not a complete disaster. They can buy up in the second round of Galil's if they so wish, but still, a very impressive result there from Evil Geniuses. Automatic with the precision to open things up. 2 lovely headshots. Funnels them in towards B, where Hex can push them back. Here's the replay. Perfectly done. niko and Hunter removed. Flashbang on the dual elites as well. And, yeah, they got the plant down. It is significant, but there's still a lot of work to be done here. They will be buying up in the second round.
He could have stuck around for more kills, but he's just happy with that one. Make it a 2 versus 5 with that kill. So I'm glad to see that kind of discipline on EG. You need that if you want to beat a team like G2. Monacy is going to get the opening, and just the MP9 inside of the bomb site. Disastrous position to be in for George. He just can't do anything there.
Wow.
He's getting wrapped on.
We're seeing how significant that bomb plant was now, Anders. It's the AK striking first. As soon as they get a kill, they unload everything they've got on the A bomb site. Round over. So it did beg the question as to why the A bomb site was so open in the previous round. He had a 4 versus 2. I think a 5 versus 2.
Yeah, it was at the end.
He had no one there to even try and deny the open plant. And it's led them to this. They even had the AWP in the second round. It gets nothing done. No choice but to save it, but at least they will do that. 2 rifles and the AWP.
Pretty clean over and done with without even much of a chance for EG to fight back. So that's a bit disappointing, I suppose. But for G2, obviously, winning the second round, they're going to be celebrating that. 3 rifle saves on EG. I don't even think the AWP was revealed, so I guess in theory it could still be a bit of a shock.
That's a good point. I don't think it fired off a shot there. So here's how the opening frag came in. That was a Walco smoke. I was hoping to dish out that sort of treatment, but the gap
Wants to go with it. I really respect this. I actually love this way of playing. Yeah, he knows the AWP has to have an impact, so he goes looking for it, and he's going to take down Hunter. I think that's really cool. Well played.
Yeah, he's got away with it scot-free. Bails on the mid position. Find the opening kill. He's actually back in towards B as well now. A drop-off from utility.
Just on top.
Which?
Yeah, he wants to come through that one. Deagle. And a 5-7 as the pistol's in play. 5-7 a bit up closer. Gonna find the kill on JKS. They're letting go this round. George with a headshot on Modesty. And got to use the term disaster for EG, but it feels like it's come back against G2 now instead. niko and xantares left 2 versus 4 with 50 seconds left. I don't even know how you bring this round back.
It all started with a junior pick. A real masterstroke with that AWP. A slight chance they can make this one work, but the boost confirms the positioning of xantares. He'll be dropped. And just poor old niko. P250 in hand.
Yeah, scout in his back pocket, I think. We threw that away to go and pick this one up. Well, that's fair, I suppose. 20 seconds. He's got the bomb, but there's no way, right? The element of surprise with this little time left, even that's not going to make a difference. So you'll be happy to save the grenades and the Galil.
Well, that just goes to reinforce your points if they had no information that the AWP was available for Junior, because he didn't fire off a shot in that second round. So, yeah, they didn't have the protocols in place to deal with his push towards top of middle. Opening frag found. 1 dig start connecting. They'd barely take any damage en route, as they'll take the lead once again, 2-1. niko will save a Galil. A sigh of frustration there for sure. That's how it all started. Hunter had no idea this could be a possibility. This was great though. Walco with the 5-7. Set of his teammate George. Rock solid on the A bomb side. Lovely little boost as well to confirm the round. Remaining though. That is it. That's the entirety of their utility. And they're going back towards A to a contact play. To say the very least, we've got a 4-1 setup. Monacy waiting to breach the connector. Walco up front. 3 CTs lying in wait here. It's going to be a brawl of a round.
Yes, it will be. Up close, the nade landed way behind him. 2 kills, plenty enough, I think, for Walco to make sure they can just cement this defense. Oh, wait a minute. 24 seconds. They die very rapidly in the middle. Automatic and Hex, none of them could really find any kind of safe harbor. So maybe I spoke too soon. niko gets grenaded down, but he's got a little bit of an avenue on top of the smoke. Got to be careful he doesn't get spammed down on the other side. Junior with the AWP. He's ready and waiting. He's got the right idea, but niko, he's so quick. They lose Monacy and George. No kit. 10 seconds against niko. I don't think it's going to happen here. He could have died then, and that might have been the only chance that George is going to be having. He picks up the AWP to find another one and eventually make it a quad kill.
niko doing it once again, Anders. 4 more kills. It looked like the round was done. It was, what, a 4-on-2 situation?
Yeah.
Right up until this moment. niko striking with a double kill showing.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. They were crushed on Inferno, especially the start. A 10-0 lead for G2 on the first map, and it just looked like it was all... I think you and I probably hit him. We were talking like it was all over. It's hard to come up with anything to talk
about. When it gets to that 10-0 stage, where it's like they had 10 frags in total at 10-0.
Yeah.
And what can you talk about? There's not many notes.
There's nothing left.
But yeah, here we are. They've got the lead, but still a 4-on-4 as G2 will pull one back. It's a nice shot from JKS. Monacy with the AWP watching towards connector. That's where the bomb will be positioned as well, with xantares can find some control. Good flashbangs.
They were very slow on that peak there, George. That could have got him killed, but he was in time. Hex setting up the flash in the middle, and Monacy could never get his eyes quite back. 50 seconds. Got to be careful, xantares, because if you die in the middle, he's already low on health. If he dies in the middle, it's the bomb that gets dropped in there. So you really want to make sure that doesn't happen. Sneaking through, but Junior's going to be able to catch Hunter. And that puts them in a lot of trouble here. 2 versus 3. Everyone has a kit. And EG, they're in position. They're near the bomb site. They didn't have to stop the bomb plant. That's not even necessary. Just wait it out. Make sure you go for the retake. Or just catch xantares at the corner. And now I think JKS, his luck has run out. 20 seconds. Yeah, he needs something like that. A quick spray. It's not going to happen. Hext will...
Impressive looking Hexed. He's got some confidence here, Anders. A stack towards the B apartments.
And George setting up for it. Oh, they swing wide. And actually, Hext firing the gun as well. The flash is so good against him. JKS on the double. I think if they were going to make that swing, they both have to commit. They both had to go all in. One of them is swinging wide. The other one could go for a shallow peek. But that little stutter step when you're sort of half fighting, half not fighting is not going to be working out. xantares also getting some revenge in this round. Double kill for him and Walco's. Not much you do.
Nice stuff there. Good job, xantares. Precise kills. That'll raise morale. A decent round there. I actually liked the overall look from EG there. Like the fact they were being super active towards the B apartments. It could have gone either way, right? If they get the opening frag and they get a big spray down there, we'd be having a very different conversation. JKS, so more than ready for it. Gives a little love tap to his captain as well. But xantares, really, really nice job here. Beautiful kills. Need more of that from him. But that round's locked in. The frags came to them. B execution wasn't really required in the end, and Walco holds towards Palace. All 5 members of G2 will stay alive here. Just what the doctor ordered. Still can recover this half. It's not looking great, but they can still win it. So alarm bell's not going off just yet. EG will save at least 1 weapon. Round 12, Anders.
Yeah, the focus really has to remain. I mean, I think it's probably worth taking a step back and just reminding everyone, because you're right, this can easily be recovered from G2. A couple of rounds going, they have to work so hard for it. Everything is difficult right now. There aren't many easy rounds where it's just niko and Monacy showing up to wipe out a round, and then that's it. It's GG. It feels like it has to be difficult every time. Junior with a good shot. There's George. Maybe overstayed his welcome, but it's still going to be a 2-for-1 trade.
He had the potential with a double kill there. I don't hate it. Definitely would have been favorable in hindsight just to drop off with the first, but there's some damage toward JKS. At least brings him in 1 dink potential. And they're not just resting on the laurels, Anders. They are active, going for the boost. And one that pays off massively. Once again, finding that kill towards Connector. JKS can't believe it as they enter another 4 versus 2, but up against some of the world's best here. niko. Monacy niko, though, unfortunately walked into the scope of Junior. Finds his 2nd kill of the round. What a great series he's having.
Absolutely picking it up. This is wild. After that 1-round win for G2, that's devastating. And you know, again, like you mentioned that boost in the middle, but again, you see them get the boost and they follow. They're just out of there. They're not looking to fight. They know there's a lot of respect, obviously, for G2 and the individuals on that side.
All the reaction, they've still got the advantage here, but it's just a less calculated risk. We're hunting for information.
Super low risk, yeah.
They won't be actively looking towards that position. We're going to confirm the middle is clear. Absolutely fine, but 4 rounds, you'd be worried for the chances of closing this one out. niko inside the connector already. Hunter and Monacy will join them. It's a spray battle. And xantares doesn't even get close. Automatic. Sends him packing.
If that kill goes the other way, the A bomb side is wiped out. There is nothing Walco can do in that shadow position once they've given up jungle. He might still be put under some pressure because they actually did fall back, but at least they have the, well, they have the 4-on-5. niko, that's what I mean. That range, like that swing, it's so unfavorable when you're in shadow like that. And niko is going to find the kill. I think Automatic is dead as well for free. niko just cleaning it up. Big double for him here. And there's no point in trying to go for this retake. So G2 will get a 5th round. It's just, it's too much. You really, really need somebody to distract from the shadow. Like, you need either to play in CT spawn, somebody in jungle, or you need a lot more Molotovs or anything to slow them down. But when you're just sat down there, it's not a good fight.
Well, Automatic does find that opening frag. He thought that might be enough, but apparently not. The individual form of niko is too much to contain. Monacy will join him as well for 3 frags in total. George and Hex with no choice but to save here. And it looks like that's what will be happening. No hunt has been called forward. 5th round for G2 in the dying stages of this first half. These A splits starting to work out for them. Getting Big numbers in towards the connector. Monacy patrolling that ticket booth position. That was the real key frag here. Walker could get nothing done, and then Automatic, stuck in the smoke, was trying to thread the needle, try and get on towards the bomb site. Got caught, though. Going for a straight-up pick here. I think it'll just be flashed over, and that's a great response once again from Walko.
It really is. xantares, though, he's walking up behind. He might still be able to open it up. It's JKS to get a kill on Walko, so even though they lose that initial fight at the ramp, they're still doing just fine here. JKS and Monacy with a kill each. Bomb gets planted, and EG, they don't have the money to really throw away these rifles. If they want to play in the 15th round, they just have to respect this and let it go.
Yeah, I think you're dead on. Nothing they can do about this.
And, you know, just because, you know, obviously xantares had a terrible map on Nuke, right? But now it's Hunter at 2 kills going into the 15th round, so...
He's had a pretty difficult series as well, so, yeah, that's a good point, but they're starting to find the rounds now. Like we said, they can still get 7 on the board. I would say that'd be absolutely fine. You wouldn't be too worried for their chances of closing things out, but EG giving them a run for their money here, that's for sure. And looking to save that weaponry, as mentioned. It's important they do so because the money is pretty low on the CT side. Final round coming up next. And they will commit to a few of these kills if possible. Just one of them would be beneficial. Not going to happen, though. And the last round of this first time.
There's nobody at top mid right now, so there is a way to get out. 4 versus 5, and they are leaning hard towards Hex and that B-bomb site.
What has Hex got? A single HE grenade in M4 and no backup whatsoever. This will have to be a hell of an individual sequence. We'll see what he can make of it.
Well, he's got the smoke up in front, but once it fades, I don't see him getting the multi-spray. They're surely going to be able to return. Oh, there we go. It starts a bit early. It's a team kill, and Hex on the other side. It's an absolutely awful start to this take. Bomb is making its way through, and he stands up again. Hex, you might as well call it a triple now. What happened, Henry? It was looking good. They just needed the trade on him. Instead, mutiny in the ranks of G2, and now Monacy and Hunter are left.
Just before halftime as well. This will leave a sour taste in the mouth of G2. They've slowed it down. Monacy and Hunter. Last players remaining, and Hex has stolen it all the way. 9-6 is looking locked in with his flank from Walko. They've got the A-bomb side. Monacy coming in with the C4 from underpass, but he gets captured en route here, I think. No!
What? How is he even checking it? Walko's going to be punching the desk, and there's a click away. Hunter, he might be having a rough half, but that third kill right there was crisp and clean. Just deletes that AWP from across the map. Now, Hex and George going to have to combine for a retake here. They had this round locked in. Hex practically had the double. Now they, or the triple. Now they just need to do it one last time. Low on health is Hex, sneaking through, trying to reveal where they are. It makes sense, and George is going to know. Monacy on one side, Hunter, and there's a classic crossfire setup here, and he's trying to see if he can find one of them, but he's already exposed, and he's going to go... But overall, I'm curious about this one. They are executing, it looks like, into the A-bomb site, where JKS and niko both in a position where they're just looking for headshots. They just need a kill to make the retake easier. They don't need to die in these positions. They don't need to give their lives to defend it. Hex is going to find one right there.
Yeah.
And that's the opposite of what you want.
Justin definitely should have got a kill by his standards there. That's unfortunate. Now the retake will be very problematic. So...
Automatic. He knows that no one's coming from this direction, so they can focus all of their attention on 2 points on the map right now. Flashed out and runs straight in for it. Where are the Glock bullets going? There we go. Someone connecting. George with the double, and it leaves Hunter in a very bad position. He's got the smoke. He's got the kit. There is a way to do this, but you need to throw that smoke right now, Hunter. He's forgot about it now. There we go. Might be a little bit late. He tries to see if he can maneuver in there, but Junior's going to be able to catch him, and it will be EG with an unbelievably huge pistol round going their way. This is how it has to start. And now, unlike previous maps or halves, they can't give up the second round. They have to keep winning.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like I said, Justin definitely should have been good for one there. Opens up the A-bomb side, and you're right. Even with some labored fights. And a bit of aggression here from the CT. Starting to get into their stride here on Mirage.
I do kind of like this. Try and take some map control away from EG. Don't leave them just with the whole map to play around with. Hex going down, but Junior, that was the smoke just popping.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's going to get a bullet.
That is huge. The bomb's committed towards the A side now as well. Walko is in towards B, so he might call for them to bail out on this one.
There can be some pretty nasty flashbangs coming over the wall here if you're not careful on the CT side, but the CTs almost look like they wanted to go a bit aggressive as well. niko certainly thinking about it. There's one flash, but There could be one even deeper. They swing wide, and it's absolutely backfired on them. niko, the only one holding the site right now. Backup is too far away. Hunter's trying to get there, and he's lucky to even escape a 2 versus 3. But now the secondary problem is Wolko on this flank.
They're going T-spawn with the bomb.
Sick.
They're going around the world here. Oh, this is a masterclass in mid-round calling here. They were very composed, very disciplined, didn't scramble to try and plant the bomb, baiting the CTs out, winning out in the duels as well. And Wolko confirms the B bomb site is completely wide open now with a stunning shot to close things out. And that's a big, big round. Evil Genius is up 11-9 here. And the money is in a compromised spot once more. 2 players, sub $3,000. Let's have a look at the replay here. Junior has somehow responded to that opening frag, gets himself a couple. And then this was the moment they win the round.
Yeah.
No way they could
I think it's important to notice there are many, many small things that they're doing between them, setting up little pop flashes, and just an overall understanding. It was true on their CT sides, and it's been true on their T sides as well. So, yeah, I think they really deserve a lot of credit for what they're doing right here. It's not, no matter what, how you read this from G2's point of view. There's another one of them. Good pop flash to set it up. They take down Modesty, and the spray for Wolko. He's up the middle. Hunter's down next, and xantares in trouble. Another flash rings in, and he is so dead. They can't even defend the middle. Not the B-bomb side out of. They've been wiped out here. It's going to be 13 on the side of EG, no question.
Oh, maybe some questions. niko's still alive and well. He does find the opening kill. He knows that there's still a chance, a slither of hope. But
I think you're right. He wanted the re-peek in middle if he could have had it.
Yeah, but it looks like they will be saving, unfortunately. But what a captain's performance we're getting from Wolko here.
Yeah,
he just single-handedly won the round there, Anders. He just ran middle with a little bit of utility behind him, some smokes down, flashes himself into 2 kills, one of which is a Monacy orb. That's unbelievable. He then finds Hunter towards short as well. Double kill. And then we all know xantares plays on the B-bomb side. They just had to take him down. He's cowering in the corner. Completely flashed. Money in the bin. 13-9.
Round away.
So, flashes to gain access towards middle. They'll actually be heading back towards A, though. He's trying to remove some CT vision. Around 10 seconds while they coordinate themselves to an A execution, but the CTs are not allowing them to have the space. They'll be active here at the A ramp, and there's going to have to be a fight. Wolko, once again, has absolutely destroyed the Manders. That is sick! As he gets the hat-trick as well. My God! How has he done that? 3 kills in the round. Series point guaranteed. And xantares and Hunter, there's nothing they can do about it. They have to just sit back and wait as round number 25 comes crashing down around them. It looked like the perfect response. The push in towards the execution. But Wolko, once again, the one-man army prevails.
Ran through 3 superstar players like it was nothing to get EG to 15. This is disturbing. He's finding a 4th. He just keeps hunting. He's up to 23. xantares, there's nothing he could have done. As soon as that double kill happens at the E ramp, it is 95% over. And the next kill, that's 100. You're there.
Bro, they've got $2,400 per player next round. They have 0 right now. There is almost a guarantee that G2 will be knocked out of the tournament by EG in the follow-up round here. They're saving an MP9 in the hands of xantares. That's all they're saving.
I really think it's worth zooming out a little bit here, because a question people are going to be asking, Henry, is how did Anders know to pick
Anders
EG?
did predict EG were going to win this series.
How did he know?
He's done it again. Well, to be fair, it's the most dangerous scoreline in the world, for EG at least. 15-10.
Yeah,
they couldn't put it to bed against NIP.
You're probably never... this is probably where EG actually, on our own, will be the most...
And Wolko, MVP of Mirage for sure. What a spectacular showing from the in-game leader. Showing us how it's done. Junior, not bad as well.
It's actually curious that they keep fighting where niko and Monacy kind of are. I would think at some point they would want to throw pressure onto Hunter and xantares over at the B-bomb side.
Yeah.
I've noticed this in the past. There are a lot of teams when they play G2, they actually do try to apply pressure specifically to xantares. Just trying to see if they can put him out of his comfort zone.
Well, is this the round, Anders? Is this where we say goodbye to G2? In the first round of the knockout bracket.
That first kill is going to be a huge tell, isn't it? I can't imagine the headline. I can't imagine the conversation afterwards. What was the team that restructured right after they lost to EG? There was a team a while ago now, but
I can't recall.
I think what it's happened before. I mean, for all I know, it could happen again, because this, again, would definitely be the shock of the tournament and maybe even the shock of the new season here.
So a B execution. Not a very compelling one. They haven't really done much elsewhere on the map.
They're going to test them. They're going to test Hunter and Hooksy. There is a crossfire setup, and flashbang to slow them down. 30 seconds. Molotov to give the game away. They know that it's coming. Smoke on top of Monacy. Is he going to be able to get a shot? Not quite. They're relocating now. They're getting to it. 22 seconds. The jump down is there. And the openings, it's actually a team kill onto Hext. It's not exactly ideal. Junior and George, and maybe only Junior with any health, but they're going to get the shot on Monacy. Somehow, someway, it's back into a 2 versus 2.
Boosting on the side as well, Anders. That's a cheeky little play.
You are right. Do you read it? How panicked are you? Do you see it coming? Oh, it's a shoulder, but it's niko. He's determined.
Might as well stay up there now. You got 8 HP. Just hope they don't check it.
Yeah, but that kill is so quick. It's a long time before that bomb goes up. I don't think they're going to be slow enough here. niko and JKS, they should be able to crunch him in. He needs a straight headshot. He finds niko out in the open. There's one, and he reads it. He knows. George, he's going to go down. JKS to the rescue. It's close, but we will go all 30 rounds.
We certainly will. G2 holding on by the skin of their teeth for 1 versus 1. JKS holds his nerve. Round 30 is upon us. The bomb goes down. 4 rounds in a row. 4th stage loss bonus. And the boosted George as well. It could have been enough.
Yeah.
It could have been a glorious play. I wanted to see whether he'd just have the mental fortitude just to stay up there. Junior players for EG back in towards B. They're trying to punish that Hooksy factor, knowing he's got the AWP there.
Yeah.
This time he doesn't, though. Hands it back over. And it's going to be the same round again, Anders. Hooksy this time with the rifle.
In itself is really interesting. Yeah, the fact that he has a rifle instead. Let's see if it catches him off guard. Counter flash coming out. He wants to buy a little bit of space, but he is so blind inside of the smoke. George, that deep swing towards the market is absolutely going to catch Hooksy. 4 versus 5. It's still a good call for EG. Walking through the smoke there is niko, and he gets called as well. Walko back at it again. His 28th victim. Monacy gets 1, but they need a lot more for the retake. The bomb is being planted on the other side, and it is still a 3 versus 4. Although Monacy is practically dead already. No! There we go. They just pick up the kills like it's nothing. Hext's back here, the only one that can bring it back, and he's got no idea. How is that retake so easy?
Well, Hunter has had a very disappointing series, but that is a magnificent round. I didn't see it from his POV, but those frags came out of nowhere. He manifests them out of thin air. And you can see at the hollow celebration, he knows it's been a rough game for him so far. Let's have a look at those frags. And a round that looked lost, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Hunter strikes for the double. Monacy boosted up, and JKS to close things out. And there we go. Players for EG back in towards B. They're trying to punish that Hooksy factor, knowing he's got the AWP there.
Yeah.
This time he doesn't, though. Hands it back over. And it's going to be the same round again, Anders. Hooksy this time with the rifle.
In itself is really interesting. Yeah, the fact that he has a rifle instead. Let's see if it catches him off guard. Counter flash coming out. He wants to buy a little bit of space, but he is so blind inside of the smoke. George, that deep swing towards the market is absolutely going to catch Hooksy. 4 versus 5. It's still a good call for EG. Walking through the smoke there is niko, and he gets called as well. Walko back at it again. His 28th victim. Monacy gets 1, but they need a lot more for the retake. The bomb is being planted on the other side, and it is still a 3 versus 4. Although Monacy is practically dead already. No! There we go. They just pick up the kills like it's nothing. Hext's back here, the only one that can bring it back, and he's got no idea. How is that retake so easy?
Well, Hunter has had a very disappointing series, but that is a magnificent round. I didn't see it from his POV, but those frags came out of nowhere. He manifests them out of thin air. And you can see at the hollow celebration, he knows it's been a rough game for him so far. Let's have a look at those frags. And a round that looked lost, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Hunter strikes for the double. Monacy boosted up, and JKS to close things out. And there we go. 2-0 G2 on the precipice. Oh, good question. All right, well, I love that. Final round here, Anders. 2-0 G2, looking for the 3-0 conversion. It was looking dark, it was looking bleak, but all they had to do was come out and win today. It doesn't really matter how close it was, to be honest with you.
Someone's going to leave this stage heartbroken today because they both put so much into it. Hunter, like you said, not the best series for him, but a couple of great kills to open up this round with. Monacy, he's back to hitting the shots as well. You said it as soon as we went in overtime that this is the reset and that G2 probably will win it from here on out. And they do look very reset all of a sudden. And that's a big problem. George and Junior, trying to convert this 2 versus 5 into some sort of a miracle, but it feels very unlikely. I think George is one tap away from being dead, and there we go. 3 kills for Hunter. He's up to 18.
Yeah.
Again, he had 4 kills in the first half, Henry.
It's a massive resurgence. Like, just when they needed him as well. Like we said, if you're not going to put a team like G2 to bed at 15-10, like, that's it. You're not going to win.
Yeah.
If you allow them to get to overtime, it's over. And we've seen that here. EG will be kicking themselves. This is the second time it's happened in this tournament. And unfortunately, the ramifications this time are a lot more significant. Knocked out. Oh. And I may be getting ahead of myself here because all of a sudden, Junior...
He could have planted B. Not that he in any way could have known that. Obviously, we know that Hunter was an underpass. But
this is a great transition in towards the A side. So we've got JKS tucked away on the bomb side. The problem is with 10 seconds, all he can really do is plan and hope for the best. And, well, his best is not good enough as we go 3-0 for G2.
Turns out in the middle, Modesty. He's feeling a little bit reinvigorated. Is he going to keep it going? He wants to find one more. Definitely could have had that shot. You could see he's feeling very brave at the moment. Niko will open it up on the other side. 25 kills as he takes down Walco. And that might be the beginning of the end here for EG. 4 versus 5. Although Hexter's out hunting. Not a bad kill necessarily. They're going to get Modesty there. A little bit of a shot coming through. And the spam is actually connecting quite a bit. And the bomb is only on the A ramp. They're trying to get it there. But EG are close by. They want this round. They need this round to stay in the tournament.
It's not looking good on either side, to be honest with you. They can't get that plan down, but Hunter finally punches in the digits. 4-4 retake. The chips are down. EG have to go for it. They've got kits and basic utility in all 4 players entering the bomb site from the connector here, Anders.
Look at the after plan for G2. It's so strong. It's going to take all day to find these players. I don't think this can be done. Hunter with another strong kill. He's really back into it. Hex, though, will take him down. They have kits, and they need to be on that defuse quick to put some pressure on. Hooksy gets one before he's down, and they're off the bomb again.